August 10th, 2020. How are you, my friends? We are feeling the tension in sky, in the air, and already for a while now, right? Since this COVID came to our life and changing the paradigm, we are heading into the second half of the year. We are already August. And this is the real action time that we are looking at, starting this month with Mars opposing the control planets Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. This week, already, we are going to experience the Mars squaring Pluto. Pluto started a big excavating work since 2007 when entered to Capricorn to unveil, to break the capitalistic system that we discovered to understand very corrupted. A lot of injustices are happening inside of our system, and we are seeing it worldwide. This Mars is activator, and it's going to retrograde already from next month, going to square this Pluto, will unveil a lot of lies and a lot of secrets, and also to help us having the courage to do what we were being avoided because of fear, because of old paradigm and old contracts in our subconscious even. And we will see this also in government and the structure of our world that even your grandfathers and mothers could not share with you from their experience, because those are cycles of thousands of years. This is why we are so much hearing people speaking about biblical time and all this, because we are resetting the current status paradigm we are basing right now. And we saw a piece of it 500 years ago with Saturn-Pluto conjunction, as the church lost its power in a way gradually after being the government of the world, the churches, right? So we just had a week ago the full moon in Aquarius, and it was squared by Uranus. We spoke about unexpected events, and we saw the explosion in Beirut, and we saw how things that were hidden, like the terrorist group there in Lebanon that hid their weapons and different things. This is just a hint. We didn't see Mars in retrograde move squaring those three control system in action already, and it will be big events already in October. So because we are in the timing of Leo, and into the next week Mercury will meet the Sun, our mind will meet the heart, you could call it. Our decision system and the ability to understand new things will meet the essence. And we need to be prepared to see new facts, new horizons. And I'm saying this supported also by the South Node on the galactic center in Sagittarius. So this is the continuation of the eclipses that we just saw in the last months. Gemini, Sagittarius, that big belief system and the expectations of someone big or government to save your day is going to the garbage in a way, and we are needing to gather new ways, new connections, and new approach to life, to understand life from different aspects and angles. This is also speaking about economy. The economy we are basing now, and all the paradigm system, all the paradigm concept for generations, people are basing on how much money they have in the bank, how many houses or how many properties, and how their purchasing power for physical things in the system we consider today is going also to the garbage in a way. And if I'm saying this and we still don't understand what's the gap, that how could we jump directly to something else, use your imagination, because those are events probably that going to interrupt between those two realities to bring us to a new reality. And the concept of the crypto market, crypto space is very much Gemini, Uranus is very much the direction. So we understand that we are speaking or touching the more sincere or the more relevant thing. We understand that money has no real value because it could be printed, it could be manipulated by so many control people or institutions that are making our life as we know today. And this is about responsibility, because Saturn from December on, after meeting with Jupiter, will move to Aquarius. And by the way, both of those planets meeting in Aquarius is a rare cycle timing. It's a new system in in politics and in finances. So Saturn alone in Aquarius is about controlling people, also about karma with technology, and a lesson to learn here about technology and new communication. So because Jupiter also will be there, obviously we can speak about a more AI and more advanced technology going on, and we need to be adapted to all those changes. And this is a reason why for the last months, since April, if I'm not wrong, Venus was in retrograde in Gemini, helped us realizing about what sort of knowledge we need to involve. And it's also what created by nature of the lockdown. People learned that it's possible to work from home, it's possible to work online, and suddenly understanding what sort of services they need, and companies understanding different configuration for this too. So the nature of how people are working, how people are doing businesses is all going to change. And since time ago, I was speaking that we are going to communities. And I'm not speaking about the hippie communities living with a, I don't know, as you could see in the 60s. This definitely going to involve with technologies and smart contracts that is not made by a human or any president, that democracy, how democracy actually is working. It's going to be built on something that will be reliable, that could not lie, that could be independent, and as the blockchain is working. So at the first phase of it, because in the beginning of next year we are going to see Saturn squaring Uranus for 3 months almost, it's definitely going to be the adaptation to new way of interactions and technology. And I believe that crypto people that actually withdraw already a big amount of money and want like to be part of the system, even to buy with dollars, will, through nature of finance, of economy, will create community that will support each other using digital money that will be the centralized one. Of course, on the same time, it could be another force of system to control with their own monetary system or something like this. But this is the time of independency and individuals gathering powers. And this week specifically is just triggering all of us to work more, or to real understand what is your gift, what you have to share with the world, what is the thing that you were avoided to do because of criticism of others. What you know, or what you attracted, what is your talent that very much need to be declared even by a little action of showing universe, yes, I'm here, I'm ready for this. This is very interesting because this week already is the first time that Mars, still direct, going to square Pluto, is like you want to be on the horse. You must do an action that will face your deepest fears and will reveal for you what you have inside. If you won't do this, this is no time for being passive. This is no time for wait for something, for a miracle. Because otherwise, Pluto will do trick with Mars and then is like obstacle on the floor and you fall. Instead, you need to realize this is the obstacles on the floor and I'm going to consider it going forward. If you won't move, you is like someone going with a hot tea and just go direct and trust that you can go to where you are feeling guided for. This is very important portal time with the gate of the lion happening exactly in the new moon of Leo. What next to come in the rest of the year? A lot of protests because this week Uranus is to start retrograde, going to increase the high vibe. After just we had in this month the square to the full moon in Aquarius, and now we are still in the season of Leo ruled by the sun. Uranus start to retrograde and will be on the same time with Mars in retrograde. So this is increasing the pressure of individual power against the control system. So just a few hours ago, we see again in Chicago and other places, people are protesting in a more brutal way. And it's very much seems that we are going to a period of anarchism. And this is, I was speaking since time ago, when Jupiter entering to Aquarius. This is a time of a need for liberation. The last time we saw this was the Arab Spring, and they wanted to fall the dictatories in different Arab countries. Now it's the democracies of the West, including in the US. And it's not circumstance that people are saying it's the first time we're seeing this. Of course, a lot of reason to see something for the first time. But this is a Pluto return come ready to occur, and on the south node of the United States. Of course, this is revolutionary. This is an end of a cycle of how we govern the world, who is the ruler, etc. And this is the call for breaking the rules. And I think that in such of a battle, it's going to be increasement of government on people. Maybe we'll try to do another quarantine, another curfews in different cities, very big, dangerous, and I spoke about it already since time ago, to be in a big city, all concentrated on the same supermarket, on the same tubes of water, on the same satellites of electricity. We need to be called going spreading, and there are so many places to go, and out of the concentration way of how we used to live, what provoked real estate bubble and so much injustices. This is a time of rearranging ourselves on earth differently, and the economy process of it just will help to watch Uranus taking us to new highs and different value system going on. I spoke about different things, just of giving the ideas and the spirit of what is happening in the timing we are now. In the end of this month, August, Saturn, Mars is going to square Saturn, is going to be a major commitment and needed to be taken. And now we are going to do it as action. It's recommended that you will do things voluntarily with a lot of courage. You need to connect to the heart of the lion, where you are in the center, what you want to have, what you have control in your life, and to win with this. We all have a gift to give to the world. And if you will do exactly what you love, you will be the happiest. And actually, you could also earn money, like the singer that is enjoying singing anyhow, earning money for this, the artist, the programmer, or whatever, carpenter, whatever talent one have. And all what we were educated in this area of choosing what to study according to how much easy to find work or job. Yeah, it's also going to change a lot, and already many different works are going to disappear. The next phase will be that a lot of political jobs will disappear, and banking, working in the bank, what's considered for generation to be the safest, going to be also irrelevant in many cases, as it's all about smart contracts. And yeah, I'm doing it. I have Uranus near to my North Node in Scorpio. My mission is to rise the vibes of the other, of the unveiling the occultism to the world. And whatever I'm doing, this is the target, to give people extra new perspective and always finding way to be different than what the majority or the normative society will expect me. So hopefully it's resonating, and I will see you in the next video.